Hey guys, me and Dave. It's 5/31/2023. So I thought I'd do a little video, give you a little update on the dentist. I went to the dentist today. I've been waiting for this appointment for 2 months. I went to the dentist today, and I think they got to the dentist. Somehow they got to the dentist, and who gets these guys in there? Is it an agency, and then the contractors take over? I think that's the way it works. And they tell them what to do, what to say, and everything else. So I went to the dentist today, you guys. I was out there for an hour and a half. I had to drive 25 minutes away, 20 miles away, to get to the dentist. So I got up there. I woke up at like 6:50 in the morning. I had to leave here by about 7:15, get up there by 7:45 and do some paperwork and all that stuff. Okay, now I have Medicare Part C, you guys, through United Healthcare. Supposedly they're supposed to give me $2,500 a year, $2,500 a year in dental. Okay, so that's a lot of money. I mean, if you need a tooth pulled or needs fillings or whatever, and that's a lot of money, and stuff. So I went to the dentist today. I got up there and I walked in. They're like, "Are you David?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm David," and all this stuff. Here's some paperwork to fill out on an iPad and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, here. Luckily I brought my readers with because I wouldn't be able to see otherwise. So it was a big fiasco type deal. Got up there, you guys, and the dentist was a lady and all this stuff, but you know, it was called Dental Associates or something like that. So it's a chain of dentists, like a chain of dentists. There's one up on the range in Minnesota. There's, they're kind of all over the place, and they want your money. They want your money. They want lots of money, and all this stuff. So, I got up there, and they got me back, and they did 17 X-rays. You guys, they did 17 X-rays in my whole mouth. And all this stuff. They couldn't get the wisdom teeth. And then they shoved it back in my mouth. I'm almost gagging to get the wisdom teeth. Take an X-ray of. I'm almost gagging. I'm like, I did that, because it was shoved so back in my mouth, and all this stuff. And so the hygienist did most of the work. She tested my gums and all this stuff, and all this stuff, and they're like, well, you might have the start of gum disease, and all this stuff, and so I went up there to get this tooth pulled. They tortured this tooth. They split it in half. I went up there to get this tooth pulled. That's what I went up there for, and all this stuff. So this girl's like, I'm like, well, they're giving me $2,500 a year in dental. And she's like, well, a lot of that stuff they don't cover. They only cover X-rays and exams and stuff. I'm like, well, it doesn't say that on my insurance. It says they cover everything. They'll cover dentures, implants. They'll cover crowns. They'll cover everything. That's what it says on my insurance. $2,500 a year, So I got up there, and she did this test and all this stuff. She's like, you might have dental or gum disease or whatever it's called. The beginning of gum disease or something. So we'd have to do a deep cleaning, numb up your whole mouth, and clean under the gums and all this stuff. It would take like 2 hours to do that. And then the dentist is like, she's like, well, you have big fillings. You have big fillings in your molars and stuff. They're big fillings. And your teeth are cracking in half, or cracking. There's a crack down one of my teeth, and stuff. And she wants to do all these crowns and all this stuff. I mean, it would cost $6,000-7,000 what she wanted to do. You know, bring out the money, bring in the money, bring in the money. You know, I'm like, I can't do that. You know, I want to do a crown here, 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 and all, you know, and take out those fillings where you have big fillings in your teeth. And I looked at my teeth when I got home, and I don't have that big of fillings in my teeth. They're normal. This is the only dentist that actually ever said this to me. Okay? It's all about the money, you guys. But I do think they got to them. Because they didn't do shit. They didn't clean my teeth. They didn't pull my tooth that they cracked in half. It was a wisdom tooth. They referred me to a specialist. Well, I don't have dental insurance through normal insurance unless they're going to accept Medicare, you know? So, I mean, it's a lose-lose situation. I can't get my tooth pulled because I don't have dental insurance, and I sure in hell can't afford to pay for that orthopedic surgeon to pull my tooth. You know, I can't afford that. You know, so they want you broke, and they want you broke, and they want you broke, paying for all these medical bills all the time. They want you broke all the time, paying all these medical expenses and everything else. You know, so I was up there for an hour and a half, and it was a big waste of damn time. I drove back home 25 minutes, and it was just a waste. I woke up early, and I got up there and everything else. It was a waste of time. They did all this stuff and took all these x-rays. It was a waste of time. You know, so waste of time. You know, so I can't afford to go to a specialist or orthopedic surgeon to get this removed. I can't pay for that. So I'm screwed. I gotta live with this tooth being broken in half. I'm not in pain. It's dead. They killed it. They killed the tooth. You know. So I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I can't afford to go to these places and pay all this big money and all this stuff. You know, I can't afford to do it. So they all want your money. They want your money. They think you're made out of money. I'm on a fixed income. I don't have money. I'm not going to finance $6,000 to get my teeth fixed, you know. So, you know, I mean, come on. So this lady was like racking up all this money. Oh, you need this, you need that, you need this. I mean, it would cost $10,000 probably. You know, it's like, I can't, you know, are you going to go to my insurance first because and see if they'll cover it? Because I don't want a big bill. I don't want some big bill here. You know, are you going to go to my insurance and see if they'll cover it? Because I can't afford to pay that. You know, so I think these guys got to them. I think they got to them and all this stuff. And some of the girls were showing off their butts up there. They had young girls, you know, in their 20s. Hygienist was in her 20s, showing off her butt a little bit, you know, and they had some older lady there showing off her butt a little bit, and you know, and so you look at her ass and everything else, you know, so they were involved. You know, the hygienist was talking about her boyfriend and all this stuff, you know. I'm like, whatever, man. You know, she was attractive, and she was probably half my age. I don't know, maybe she was 26, 27 years old or something. That's half my age. So, she was showing off her shit a little bit, you know, and stuff. And that's what these people do, you know. So they did get to them. So now I'm kind of screwed. What I'm going to do is my truck is going to be paid off in July. It's gonna be paid off in July. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my regular dentist. I'm going to get Delta Dental, or if I can find a better place, I'm gonna get dental insurance again, and I'll pay monthly and all this stuff, and I'll get this tooth uh, extracted, and stuff, and they'll extract the tooth, and he'll do it in 5 minutes. I mean, it's cracked in half, you guys. It's cracked in half. I could probably pull the other half out. I could probably pull the other half out if I wanted to. You know, and this is them. This is all them. It's all them. Torturing my teeth. They cracked my tooth right in half. And I do have a cracked tooth up here. And she's like, I don't know how that's going to last. I don't know how long it's going to last. It's going to last a few months. It could last 5 years. And then she's asking me if I chew on jawbreakers and stuff like that. It's like, I don't chew on jawbreakers or nuts or cashews or and all this stuff. I don't do that. She's like, do you grind your teeth at night? And I'm like, well, I really don't know, because I used to grind my teeth at night. Do I grind my teeth now? I don't know, because it's all manipulated dreams and everything else. I don't know if I grind my teeth, because I'm not getting a real deep sleep every night, and all this stuff. So, it was just a big waste of time, you guys. I waited 2 months for this dental appointment. 2 months for this dental appointment. And they got to them. And I'm screwed now, because I can't go see a specialist and all this stuff. I can't afford that. Even if they take Medicare. I'm still left with 20% of the bill. It cost me hundreds. This shit is costing me hundreds of dollars. It's costing me thousands of dollars out of pocket. When they did the throat thing, you know how much I have to pay for that? I have to pay $300. I think it's like $390. They're going to take out of my checking account $72 a month, which goes into my camping fund. That's my camping fund. So I'm not going to be able to go camping now. And this is going to go on for 5 months. But luckily, my truck is going to be paid off in July, you guys. It's going to be paid off in July. So I will have some extra money in August. But it's all bullshit. Money. They're costing me so much money going through this stuff. Like I say, I've been to the hospital and the doctor 8 times in the last 6 months, you guys. 8 times in the last 6 months. And it's costing me so much money out of pocket. Even though I have good insurance and everything else, and they cover it, but I still have to put out lots of money out of pocket. And this is what they like to do. They like to keep you broke. They don't want you having gas. They don't want you having a vehicle. They don't want you having a job. They don't want you having a dick. They don't want you having anything. And that's what it is going through this program. They don't want you having anything. Thank God I have a place to live. Thank God I have a place to live. If it wasn't, I'd be living in my truck. I'd be living in my truck with my dog. It's horrible, you guys, what we're going through. It's horrible what we're going through. So anyway, that's my video for tonight. The doctor's appointment was a total flop. I waited 2 months to get up there. And she didn't do shit. She didn't pull this tooth. So anyway, that's my story for tonight, you guys. I'm going to cut this off. You guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you later.